and we are live on YouTube. So now we can start the conversation about Carnival. And the first question is, let me see, are you anxious for Carnival and why? So Gabriel, I know you don't like Carnival, but maybe you can see a positive side of Carnival. I'm not sure because you're a fighter. I don't know how it works. But so are you anxious for Carnival?
Well, I don't like Carnival, very Carnival, because in my city, small city, doesn't haven't a very Carnival. If I'm not mistaken, maybe in city Laguna is the better Carnival near to me. It's 1 hour, 1 hour and 30 minutes of my city. But I'm not anxious because I'm working, and this is bad because Carnival it happened a lot of accidents, and a lot of people drank and drive their cars and crash on each other. It's because but the holiday is good. It's good to rest, and I think that's it. And much your mix.
I'm sorry. So maybe you will work harder during Carnival.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
I can imagine. Oh my gosh.
I
Yeah.
live. I told the Amanda I live my home and my work, my firefighter is the same city I live. It's near the beach, so a lot of people at the beach. So you know.
Yeah, so some people are having fun, some people are resting, and other people are working harder. Yeah,
Exactly.
I can imagine. And you, Monica, are you anxious for Carnival and why? And you can talk a
Yeah.
little bit your relationship with Carnival.
Okay. I like Carnival because I love to dance. I love the kind of the mess, but a good mess because I am worried about some situation because I like because in São Paulo, three or 4 years ago, a carnival starts to important in this city, and there are a lot of I don't know trio elétrico.
I don't know how to say this in English. Maybe it
Trio
doesn't
elétricos.
have the word, but yeah.
Yeah. Before the pandemic, I think during the pandemic, imagine the situation. In February in 2020, I went to Carnival in Ibirapuera. It's a Ibirapuera Park, close to in São Paulo. In this place, there are a lot of trio elétricos. I was there because I love. And I remember when in March, I watched in TV the first death because the COVID. I think, oh my gosh, I don't believe. But I like. It is in special this carnival. I am going to travel a countryside of São Paulo. It's a small city with my son, my sisters, because this I wanted to rest during the 4 days. Then
Yes.
I anxious.
I see. And I remember in 2020, because the start of pandemic was really close to Carnival. I totally remember this because, and of course, at the beginning, we had no idea what was coming. But I remember that I remember because I went to the beach, it was a Sunday. And when I was going back home, I saw like the news criticizing people that were going to the beach. you know, you should be at home. And I felt bad about this because maybe I shouldn't be there, but it was very at the beginning. So I have the same memory that you said. Yeah. And okay. And the next question is, I know that Gabriel don't like Carnival, but in your city, Gabriel, it doesn't have like any kinds of celebration, because maybe it doesn't have like the blocos or this kind of things, but it can have party, or is there any type of celebration?
In my city, no, but at this beach that I told you before, there are parties, and some almost of the people of my city go to the beach. This your house house on the beach, and my family as well. And a lot of house there are some car, I don't know, some car, carros com som, some car, and the families made a barbecue. And in my region, this is Carnival, and I don't know, but maybe 5 years ago, 6 years ago, there was a carnival with street carnival. I don't know, but a small street carnival, but don't happen anymore. Don't happen anymore. Don't so much. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Because I know you are from a part of Santa Catarina, but for this year I was searching to go to Florianópolis during Carnival, and I discovered that it's the second place that, I mean, it's the second place most searched for Carnival in Brazil, and I was surprised. I didn't know it was that big. Maybe because of the beaches, it must be a beautiful place. But I discovered that Florianópolis is famous during Carnival.
Yeah,
And
I would talk about Florianópolis because I think it's in Santa Catarina is the big or the bigger, I don't know, the biggest carnival of Santa Catarina. Maybe Balneário Camboriú as well, but I think Florianópolis is the big.
yeah, and it's one of the biggest in Brazil too, by what I searched. And yeah, and I read that there are a lot of traffic at this time of the year, of course, because of, I believe that there are a lot of people going there. And because while I was reading, it was something like, we didn't have Carnival 2 years ago, or the official Carnival in 2022 and 2021, 2020, it was so. So it's been a while since people don't party in Carnival. So there are more expectations, even with tourists, to come to Brazil in this year. So let's see. And how is Carnival where in São Paulo, Monica? You told us that you like it, but how is it? And is there do you see a lot of tourists in São Paulo too during Carnival?
Yeah, nowadays it's very big in São Paulo. And there are a lot of tourists. I think the hotel in São Paulo has a occupation, is correct? Occupation, this 70%. And I think it's a big party nowadays. Nowadays it's a big party. There are a lot of parties because, for example, tomorrow starts this feeling. I forgot the name. This feeling.
I would say parade in English.
Parade
Yeah.
in IMB is similar. No equal. Similar Rio de Janeiro, because in my opinion, Rio de Janeiro is more beautiful, I think. Then and tomorrow it starts the parade, the trio elétricos in many places in São Paulo.
Yeah. Is there like blocos or trio elétrico in Avenida Paulista? Probably, right?
I don't know Avenida Paulista, but it's common in Ibirapuera. It's common in a neighborhood called here Vila Madalena, Pinheiros. Is a big concentration, a lot of people, but it's very dangerous because there are a lot of assaults.
Yeah, I think we can say shoplifting. Let me see. Shoplifting, I believe it's like furto. Let me check
Maybe
here.
soul?
And assault, yeah.
Assault, yeah. Unfortunately.
Because it's very crowded, so maybe we don't see because there are a lot of people.
During the period, the trio elétrico is very complicated to walk. It's impossible.
Yeah, to run. Yeah. I searched it here on Google and shoplift, it's furto, but I think it's like furto in a store. You know, I don't know if it would apply to Carnival, but it's maybe it's a way to say. And I was going to ask you, Monica, if you have ever gone to the parade to watch the parade in São Paulo. But you like it too, or you prefer the street carnival?
I prefer the street carnival. But one day I wanted to participate a parade. One day I want.
That's nice. And
because I think the sensation is totally different, I imagine.
Yeah, it's a different experience. Yeah. And do you like to watch, Gabriel? Do you watch the parade on TV or?
When I can, I watch, but my wife is furious.
I understand.
She don't want I watch Carnival.
You like to see Paulo Oliveira? Okay, I understand.
No, I respect her.
I prefer to see Leo Santana. One moment.
But I like the Carnival on TV. It's a big party, culture, Brazil culture.
Yeah, that's true. Because I mean, I believe in Rio it's similar to São Paulo because we have the carnival in the streets, like the blocos. We have parties at night. We have the parade. And Monica, I participated in a parade, and it is amazing. So I really recommend you. I motivate you to do the same because it's what you said, the experience and the energy. I think that's the word. You see, like all that crowded watching you and shouting and singing. So it's a very happy. Maybe it was amazing. I really like it.
I was thinking about it this year. I think I wanted to participate.
Yeah. It is very nice. So I motivate you. And I would like to do the same, but in the car, because when I went, I was in the floor, like most of the people, but going in a car, it must be very nice too, because you get closer to the crowded, to the audience. But maybe I would be afraid, like to trust the car and not fall. But yeah, but that's something that maybe one day I can try again. Okay. So now number 4. Would you rather relax or party during Carnival, or what do you usually do? Gabriel, I know you work, maybe you will work harder, but in the meantime, what do you like to do, or what do you plan to do?
Usually, like last year I didn't work, so I prefer to rest in the family's house and at the beach these days, and rest in the home, make a barbecue with family, and I like going out with my wife and some restaurant to eat some hamburgers, here in my region, we call X. I don't know the famous podrão in
Yeah,
the Rio de
yeah.
Janeiro, and somehow I like it. Not usually we do I do these things.
Yeah, it's nice to have the balance. You can rest, you can eat out, you can have the barbecue. So it's nice to do different things because I mean, the carnival, it's like 4 days at least. So it's time to do different things too. And you, Monica, we know you like carnival, but what do you usually do? Do you party every day? I know this year you will travel, but how do you organize your carnival usually?
No. I usually uh, I usually I usually rest during the carnival because I when I have the opportunity, I prefer to travel with my family. It's common. I prefer to rent a place and a house. No, I love I like to travel to the beach, but during the carnival, no, because the traffic is impossible. I prefer countryside.
Yeah, I totally understand you because when I can, I like to travel. I prefer to travel, but it's like a choice because I've been in situations of traffic that it took like me hours to go to the place. So maybe it's like a trauma, but I totally understand you. Like it's risky to make some travels in during this time of the year. Gabriel is it's in the better place here because it's calmer and he can make barbecue. This is more calm. And let me see, the next is it's we are since we are talking about traveling. So the number 5 is, have you ever traveled on Carnival? Where to and how was it? It can be like an experience related to Carnival. Maybe you can have gone to Salvador, I'm not sure, but you can like share a good travel that you made during Carnival. So do you remember any travel that you made during Carnival, Gabriel?
At time I traveled and not to another state but another city. I don't know, maybe 150 kilometers from my city, called Imbituba. Imbituba, it's a beach as well, but a beautiful beach. There are Porto. I don't know how to say Porto in English. Porto. Ship.
I think it's harbor. I'm going to search on Google.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me see as well.
Yeah, it's harbor. I'm going to right here.
Harbor? Yeah, harbor. Yeah. And there was a carnival this day. I went with my family to rest, but there was a carnival. If I'm not mistaken, not street carnival, but if I'm not mistaken, the Ivete Sangalo singing this night free.
Wow, I can't imagine how crowded it was. Oh my God. Yeah.
But it was good. I was at the street with my family. I wasn't married still, but I had maybe 18 years old, 19 years old, and that's it that I remember my travel. That's it. Because nowadays, usually I go to my family's house on the beach.
Did you go to Ivete Sangalo's show?
No, no, I wasn't, but I eu já fui. I went already. I don't know. I've been a show na the party called Festa do Vinho here near my city. That's is a crazy show. I
Yes,
know
I love.
almost all music. Music.
Yes, I love that woman. I love her energy. She's incredible. Yes,
Me
I
too.
believe it's one of the few people that I would like to run into the street. Oh my God, Ivete Sangalo. I love her. She's very, very charismatic. I'm not sure if that word exists, but I mean, I love her energy. Yeah. And you, Monica, do you remember a special travel that you make in Carnival?
Yes, I remember once during the carnival, I traveled to Floripa. Yeah, I remember is my best carnival because the travel is perfect. Then in this period, I could travel. I could go back São Paulo 2 days after. Then the traffic is better. But I remember it's my best travel during the carnival.
But did you go to party the carnival there, like to go
Yes,
to
but the party in the street,
Okay.
Beira-Mar Avenue.
Mhm. Yeah. And how was it? I mean, is it as crowded as São Paulo or no? And I don't know if you went to the beaches. I'm asking you because I was thinking
the
about going there, so I'm
yes,
getting
the
tips.
The traffic is complicated. I think it's 10 years ago. The traffic is
Okay.
complicated, but not compared to São Paulo. São Paulo is the crowd.
Yeah,
But I
see.
think the São Paulo is crowded now. Very complicated.
Okay. Yeah, I see. It's getting bigger, the carnival.
Yeah, the famous.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, let me see. And I don't know. I can think of a travel that I made. I mean, I have the trauma that I told you because it took me hours to go to Cabo Frio. I'm not sure if you have ever heard about it, but it's like a part of Rio that has a lot of beaches and this kind of things. So yeah, it took me a lot of hours to get there. But if I can, I like to. Okay, so number 6, it's still about like traveling, but is there a place where you would like to enjoy the carnival? What is it, and why would you like to go there? I mean, maybe you would like to go to, what's the name, Salvador, or because of carnival, or I'm not sure, a party in Brazil or in another part of or another country. So what about you, Monica? Number 6.
Yeah, it's my big dream. I want to go carnival in Salvador, close to Veveta. Oh my gosh! Imagine oh my God! Imagine this moment. Today I watched the TV. Ivete Sangalo open the carnival in Salvador. Oh my gosh!
Yes, I saw a video on Instagram and I didn't understand. So it was like opening the carnival.
Yeah,
I
open the
didn't know.
carnival.
Yeah. And like she's 50 years old and she's incredible. Oh my God.
50.
Woman is-
50. How? It's
Yeah.
impossible because it's
And-
beautiful. It's
She's
perfect.
amazing.
Oh my gosh. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
But would you like to be like in the popcorn, like with the people,
Yeah, the
or
people.
okay.
Yeah. No, I have, imagine, I can afford to pay Abada. For me, it's perfect. It's a perfect situation, but it's very complicated because I think the price 6,000 reais.
Yeah, I've never looked it. I didn't know. Yeah, one day 6,000.
I don't know,
Oh my
because I
God.
think I imagine 4 days. I don't know, but
Yeah.
because I saw in Instagram, there are a lot of people waiting to take abada. These people pay 6,000 reais. They wait 3 hours in a fila
In a line.
in a
Lining.
line. Imagine, in a line 3 hours. But it's okay. Carnival in Salvador is perfect.
And I mean, we have to have like energy to do this, because the trios, it takes like 6 hours. The carnival, it's longer. Yeah.
Imagine circuit andino. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. We have to be prepared. I think that was the word I was looking for, and because it's hard. I mean, I'm talking about like feeling tired, feeling the heat, feeling thirsty, and
perfect is to pay to stay in the apartment.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Yes.
Perfect. But I searched some to rent apartment in this place 4 days, 50,000 reais. Imagine.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, because I mean, we have, I don't know the word in English, like camarote, but in Salvador, I don't know if it makes sense, because you will see just for maybe 1 hour.
Yes, it's a short.
Yeah.
A short.
So I don't know if it's worth it. Yeah, I understand. Okay, so besides Ivete Sangalo in Salvador, would you like? Where would you like to go, Gabriel? Do you think about some place?
Monica shared the same the same idea of me. I totally agree with him. I don't like Paris Carnival, but I would like so much to visit Salvador at the Carnival. Maybe not the streets, maybe not the middle of the people, the crowd, but to visit the city during the Carnival and feel the energy, drink a lot of beer, and eat some food, regional food, yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like, to be there during Carnival, it can be different than being there in another month. The energy and the place. Yeah, it makes sense.
Once. I went once to
maybe try stay on the middle of people.
Yeah, Salvador is very famous, but I know that in Recife it's very famous too, and in Minas Gerais they have, in Ouro Preto there is a very famous carnival too. So I mean, these are the places that I've heard about it, but probably there are others probably, of course, there are other parties in Brazil. And I mean, in Rio, I wish to one day go to the camarote here, but I think the same way, like I will pay an expensive ticket to be in a camarote, and I will see just a part of the parade. But this happens in other places that you can sit also, and it's not. I mean, it is expensive. I know you can find like for 2,000 or 3,000 reais, but I think it would be a good experience too. But because we have like open food and open bar, and so it is a complete experience. Maybe one day. So it's not a travel. It's something that I would like to do in Rio, but it's more expensive. So I haven't done yet. Maybe one day. Okay, so now we are going to the second part. Let me see. I think it can be similar to the others. So I'll go to number 8 and number 9. So now, I mean, number 9 and number 10. So what do you like the most about Carnival, Monica, and why? If you could choose one thing.
I like the energy, the purity. I like to see a lot of happy people. I am afraid, especially in this year, because imagine our country isn't Carnival is 3 years. I imagine people have a lot of energy. Oh my gosh, I am afraid. I imagine Gabriel. I imagine Gabriel. Oh my gosh.
People doing crazy things.
Yeah. Brazilians are crazy people. Oh my gosh.
But Gabriel must see a lot of kinds of weird stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I like this energy. I like it.
I agree.
I think it's in my opinion, it's impossible to enjoy these moments, but with security.
Yeah, totally. I agree. And yeah, for me, I think the same. For me, what I like the most about Carnival, it's that for me, it represents joy. Because usually people that are partying in Carnival, they are happy, they are celebrating, they are dancing. So it's something positive. That's what I like the most. Because even if I'm not in Carnival, if you see, it's funny actually, because you see people like celebrating and being crazy and having fun. So I think that's what I like the most. And I really like the colors, like it's very colorful, and we have like purpurina. And I think this is amazing. In Rio, we have these like people wear a lot of purpurina. It's something recent. But yeah, I agree with you, Monica. And you, Gabriel, I know you are not a big fan of Carnival, but if you could say something good about Carnival, what would you say?
Well, Carnival is a half day, and I like it. This energy of Carnival, I like it to get together with my family, and I see a lot of family together, and I like to see the people happy in the Carnival. I think a lot of people waiting a whole year this holiday to for rest, and some people change your day work for another day work to last this 4 days. So because here isn't a holiday, yeah, it's a ponto facultativo. I don't know how to say, but it isn't obligate to stop to work. So some people change your day of work to stop this day part together with family. So I like to see people happy with family. In my situation, my region is that's it. The amount of people make a barbecue, and these people are happy.
Yeah, and you were saying this, and I think like Carnival, it's the moment of the year that works like an excuse for people to have fun or to skip the commitments, or we have like that sentence like vou deixar para depois do carnaval. So Carnival, it's the moment that
Exactly.
people relax or try to forget the problems. I know that there are a lot of people that dislike Carnival or hate Carnival, or maybe doesn't, or work during Carnival, and maybe it doesn't make a lot of difference. But usually we have Carnival as an excuse. And I think it's the biggest holiday that we do this. Because okay, we have other holidays, we have like Christmas, but it's different. People don't usually, because it's longer actually. So people, it's an excuse for us to postpone important things that we have to do. Okay.
And some people tend to say, let me see, I remember, and the Brazil walking after Carnival.
Yeah, yes, that's true. And okay, so the next question is the opposite. So what do you like the least about Carnival? So what do you dislike about Carnival, Monica? If you could say one thing, what do you think it's worse about Carnival?
The worst about Carnival are drunk people, because I hate, and violence.
Yeah, yes. This is a hard question for me because I don't know what I think it's the worst. It's difficult to say, but yeah, the violence, this kind of things that we see, it's of course it's worse. But I agree with you that dealing with some drunk people, it can be hard. I was in the subway in last weekend, and a man seated beside me, and he was drunk. He was coming back from a bloco because Rio de Janeiro Carnival has already started, and he started talking to me. But I mean, he wasn't rude or disrespectful, but he was chatting and he was drunk, and I was like, I'm just in the subway and I want to get somewhere. So in Rio, the subway gets very messy during Carnival because people are like making noise, singing, dancing. They are drunk, and there are people in the subway that they are not going to the Carnival. They are just like using the transportation. They are going to work, and we have to be in that mess. And for you, Gabriel, what do you think it's worse about Carnival? I don't know if it's something related to your profession, something that usually happens that you don't like.
I will work so much for sure, but I don't like it. I totally agree with you guys, and I don't like drinking, yeah. People drinky. I don't like when the people drinky and after drive your car, because it's unfortunately the people are like this, and the big city like in Rio de Janeiro, in São Paulo, there are a lot of pickpockets. I think that it's violence, and I think that's it, because the rest of the carnival is so good energy.
Yeah, we don't like drunk people, and yeah, I'm not used to drinking a lot, because there's a question over 11 here that it's like a quick question, fun question, break the ice, that it says, would you rather drink hot beer or only water during Carnival? So what would you rather, Gabriel? What would you prefer?
For sure, I prefer beer. Not hot beer, but hot
Hot
beer.
beer, it's better than only water.
I don't know. I think it.
I see. And you, Monica, I don't know if you like to drink, but
I like to drink, but I don't like to drink a lot.
yeah, I see.
I prefer to drink gin with tonic water.
Yeah,
Oh.
I know. Yes. But I mean, during Carnival, what would you prefer if you have to choose? Drink only hot beer or water
Hot
during
beer.
Carnival? What would
I
you
like.
prefer? Hot beer?
I like hot
Okay,
beer.
so you are a big fan of hot beer, because we were talking about like Salvador, and there are people that say that to handle Carnival, to enjoy Carnival, you need to drink something. because it's crowded. People are like touching each other, and you get tired. It's heat. So I mean, sometimes we need something to give us energy.
Yeah, to give
And water
energy.
won't do this.
I agree.
Yeah. And water won't do this. Okay.
Water before.
It's important to do both.
Yeah.
To do both.
Yeah,
a little bit
both.
of hot beer and a little bit of water. Yeah,
It's
totally.
necessary. There is a balance.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
When you drink a lot of beer, you need to drink a little bit water.
Yeah, this is very important actually. Here in Rio, we have like, how can I say, maybe campaigns of the politicians. I'm not using the best words here, but I mean like that talking to people that if you're going to drink, don't forget to drink water, don't forget to use your UV, like the sun protector. And yeah, this is very, very important to smooth the situation. And we are talking about like partying and celebrating Carnival and resting. This is important too, because maybe one day we will party and the next day we need to rest so that we can party again. So we have to balance. And okay, so I think it was this for today's immersion, because I mean, number 7 and number 8, we kind of talked about it during our conversation. So I think that was it. It was, I think I'm a little bit more excited for Carnival, a little bit more anxious. and so I think that was it. Thanks for being here, and good luck, Gabriel, in your work. I hope it's not that difficult this year. So be safe, and thanks everyone. And I hope to see you again here in another immersion. Have a great holiday, working, resting, celebrating. I hope you have fun. Thanks for being here, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See you. Good night.
Bye.